Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dialogue Dome. My name is Brendan. That's
What's
Max.
up?
And
That's me.
today,
I'm
this is
Max.
the spooky episode.
Ooh, it's so spooky. It's so spooky. It's like a fucking week after Halloween.
I know, but Halloween never ends. Okay.
True, you're not wrong. 91
Yeah.
days of Halloween. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, exactly. I'm also going to preface this to everybody. We're back from Universal. We've done a couple of episodes where we're going to say we're back from Universal, but this one is going to be the one right after Universal, and I have to admit to everybody that this is going to come out the day after Election Day. So
Oof.
I hope for all of
the
you,
scariest time of all.
Oh, I know, it's the scariest time of year, everybody. I hope that we're not going to say anything about the election, but all I will say is that I hope that this episode provides an escape for those of you in the United States, because
Hopefully we can go out there, do your part, do the voting thing, and then just come back over here and we'll distract you while we wait for the results to happen.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm interested in doing.
Yep, and hopefully the results will be what you wanted, and
God,
we'll see.
I hope so.
We'll see.
Oof, I fucking hope so, man. I can't do another 4 years of that. I won't even go into it, but I can't do it.
Well, I told you we weren't going to get into it, but we did. Anyway, this week's episode is going to be about cryptids, paranormal activities, stuff, ghosts, all the spooky stuff that makes people scared and jump and go, ah!
All spooky,
all that
wonderful whatevers. Yeah. I gotcha.
So, let's start the episode with a very simple question. Do you believe in ghosts?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It's a simple question. It's not a simple answer.
It isn't a simple answer. I'm gonna have to say no with a huge fucking asterisk and the largest fucking caveat that I can muster, right? Because there is a ton of evidence supporting the idea that ghosts exist, but there isn't anything really fucking solid and concrete, I think. There isn't anything that really stands out to me as a skeptic as this is it. This is the smoking gun that shows that ghosts are real and there's nothing you can do to convince me otherwise. It's not there. Much of the evidence that we do have is faked in some capacity. Camera tricks.
We'll go into that in a little bit.
But, I know.
Yeah.
But that's really the thing that makes me be all I can't believe it. And all of these ghost hunter shows and whatnot, what have you, they've been going on for years. You think after how long they've been on air, we haven't found it yet? We haven't done it? What?
My favorite is that anytime it's presented on a TV show, it's always incredibly blurry footage with modern day recording tech. It's like, come on, guys.
It's like, come on. What are you doing? You're obviously doctoring this so that it makes you look good. Yeah.
Hold on. I want you to ask me the same question.
Okay. Brennan, my friend, my good friend over there, Brennan. You wonderful little bean, you wonderful man that you are, Brennan.
Someone get me out of here.
Do you, Brennan? Do you, Brennan, believe in ghosts?
I do.
Really?
Yes. And I can tell you a story as to why. Funny enough.
All right, fucking hit me.
All right. So I
love these.
Here's the thing. It's actually genuinely a very scary story. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I only believe in ghosts because I've seen one. And I never believed in ghosts until I saw the ghost that I saw. It was basically a ghost in a nonprofit theater where I grew up. I used to do theater in
Okay.
this this theater, nonprofit theater called Riverside Theater Works. It's in Hyde Park, Massachusetts, for those of you who know
Mm-hmm.
where it is. And it is a lovely, lovely theater, but it used to be called the French Opera House. That's what it was in Massachusetts. And back in the day, there was a performance at the French Opera House that went horribly wrong. I don't really know the details of exactly what happened, but essentially, I think what happened was one of the stage lights short-circuited, crashed to the ground, and the entire place caught on fire. And there was this. Basically, everybody miraculously escaped the show that was playing at that time, except for one person, and her name was Esmeralda. And she was trapped in, I believe, the green room of that theater, which at the time was in the back of the stage. And she basically accepted her fate and sat herself down in her favorite green room chair and was essentially burned alive. I mean, like, it was horrible what happened to her. If you look this story up, it's real. It is. Newspapers were published at the time where you can still find the stories. And what's incredibly, absolutely shocking and makes absolutely no sense is that the chair that she was sitting in was the only thing that survived the fire, and it was completely undamaged. And you go, how the hell did that happen? You know, like, this person was literally burned alive on this chair, and the chair itself was completely undamaged. And so to this day, it's in that theater, still undamaged. It is sitting in the front of, they've placed it nicely on the front of the stage, right next to it in a corner with a little picture and some flowers to, like, commemorate her, because she was the only one that died in that theater, right?
Sure.
Now, Esmeralda is usually 99% of the time a very peaceful ghost. She kind of just does her thing. She just kind of sits. Sometimes there are times where I've done performances and I've seen her sitting in the balcony watching me. I'm not kidding you. I've seen her, because I know this, because I will go on stage. I've performed. I see this nice little woman sitting in the corner with long hair, just kind of watching us. And then I will go off of stage, and then 2 scenes later I'll come back and she's not there. You know? So, I mean, it's not like someone went to the bathroom. Like, she wasn't there for the rest of the show, like that kind of thing. And I've seen her in that same spot multiple times. But what really solidified my belief of her was, there was one time Esmeralda acts very violently when somebody sits in her chair. And so there was one show where I was doing tech for, I was a teenager, and somebody unknowingly sat in her chair on the stage, you know, kind of mocking her and being like, oh, Esmeralda, oh, look at her, I'm going to offend her, all this stuff. And, like, you know, it was, like, a very annoying moment, because, like, the people who really knew who she actually was were, like, really like, what the fuck are you doing? Get off of her chair. Like, it's so disrespectful to the dead anyway, regardless of whether or not. During that dress rehearsal that night, my friend was manning the curtains. You know, so we have a pulley system there, because it's an old theater. We have a full rope pulley system. It's not automated. We have to do it all by hand. And she swears that the rope was tied up in a proper knot correctly. She left it alone. She swears that it was tied up. That person who mocked the ghost, Esmeralda, got on stage to do a solo number, like a singing number, and with nobody there, the rope untied itself and the curtain came crashing to the ground right behind her. It didn't hit her, but it was like 2 inches from her head. Like, I'm not kidding you. She would have died if she was 2 steps back. She would have died.
Damn. Damn.
And so after that, we really made sure that everything was like tied, everything was good. And that person quit that show because she almost died. And that,
yeah, like,
yeah, that solidified my belief of Esmeralda, because that
okay.
same exact person that mocked her almost died later that night from a curtain crash into the ground, which to me was probably Esmeralda reacting to what she did. So that's my little paranormal story, and I know that took up about 10 minutes, but that's it.
I mean,
that's the
hey,
story.
like,
so
there you go. That's the thing. I only wish I had stories like that. I only wish I had a story of like, oh my goodness, I would love that.
I don't have any other stories besides that. That's the only one I have.
Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need to have stories like that. No,
but I believe
like,
in ghosts for that reason. I believe, especially in Esmeralda, I believe in her for sure. If I don't believe in any other ghosts, I definitely believe in her.
Sure.
But like I said, 99% of the time, she's a very friendly ghost. She loved watching the shows. I've seen her on multiple shows when I was performing. I saw her sitting in the balcony multiple times. You know, it's just this woman just sitting still, just watching there, just sitting with her hands crossed. It's always the same pose. And yeah, but you know, when somebody mocked her, she almost killed them. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Fucking
which makes complete sense.
Like, hey, no, I don't know too much about ghosts themselves outside of like what you see in movies or what they're depicted in media, because most of the time a lot of like ghost anything has been greatly dramatized or faked in some way.
Reality TV shows in general are always faked, but like particularly, remember. So I showed Max at Universal. I showed him the most popular episode of a show called Most Haunted, is the name of it, and it was just one of those.
I remember.
It was one of those paranormal shows that, it was very interesting. That particular episode was very interesting because I watched that show a little bit growing up, and I didn't watch it too much, but I watched enough of it to kind of like wonder whether or not they were faking it. And this episode that they showed I genuinely think that something might have been in that house, because the way they were acting, they were so scared. They were so scared. I've never seen them like, that scared before, Max.
I don't know, like maybe I'll concede that like maybe something was going on, or maybe there might have actually been some sort of paranormal something going on, but like I've seen actors. I know what actors are capable of. They can produce fear, anxiety, tears, joy, laughter. Like these actors are good at what they do, and someone with enough training and some like fairly fancy camera equipment would be able to do something very similarly to that. The thing that I think makes me believe it a little bit more is some of the YouTube channels that I've seen do
that's
ghosts.
fair, because that's harder to fake.
They're a little bit harder to fake. It's not impossible to fake. It is still like there and possible to fake, but trying to remember who I was watching. Josh something, Josh Urban Explorer, whatever. He went to the Conjuring house. The original Conjuring house.
Is this the guy that does Expedition X?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I can't
I know who you're talking about. Okay, hold on. Expedition X. Josh Gates.
Or I might.
Does Josh Gates sound familiar?
It does not, actually.
Josh Gates is somebody that he's on Discovery Channel a lot. He does this show called Expedition Unknown, and then there's Expedition X, and then there's Expedition Uncovered, and he has like this deal with Discovery, and he's just so he's so dramatic in a bad way. Like, you can tell that he is like clearly fronting for the camera, like that kind of
Sure.
thing. But he's a
No,
very fun guy to watch. He's got a lot of shows on that damn network, so obviously he's doing something great. He's getting views.
Fair. No, here's the guy that I'm thinking of, Exploring with Josh on YouTube.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen him or some of his channels. 2 weeks ago, he posted a video about the real Silent Hill. Centralia.
Where did you send this?
Centralia. Huh?
Did you send this to me?
Oh, I did not.
Okay.
Let me fucking, how do I
I'm on mobile, so I can do that.
copy and paste and
Yep.
there it is. But one of the episodes that I really enjoyed from him specifically was the Conjuring House, when he went and he like met with the people who were living there currently. Asked if he could do some ghost hunting videos to just kind of do it, and he was completely a skeptic the entire episode, which, like, hey, absolutely fucking fair. I get that, and I'm right there with you. I am also skeptical about this whole thing. But by the end of the episode, he was like, yeah, no, I believe in fucking ghosts. Like, this shit is real. I've experienced something today, and I can't go back to what I was previously. And I was like, hey, man, that's fucking fantastic. I still don't believe in ghosts because what you presented me in this YouTube video didn't give me enough evidence to say yes or no on ghosts. But
I'll have to watch it.
It worked for him. Like,
There's one show right now on Hulu that I've been very interested in looking at, and I'm gonna just bring it up really quick. I'm not sure if it's good or bad, but let me just go to my list here really quick.
Sure.
Can we talk about this for a second? Why do
What?
streaming services make it impossible for you to find the things that you've saved?
I don't know. My only guess as to what it might have, what it might be is, they want you to, like, explore more, because people who explore more are more likely to click on a video, rather than those people who know exactly what they want, watch it, and then leave. It's all about watch time. That's all it's ever been for streaming services and YouTube in general, is just watch time. Getting people to spend their time on their platform. That's what makes them the money.
I mean, that's fair, I guess. Maybe it's on Disney Plus. Hold on. It's somewhere. The Curse of Oak Island, no.
Curse of Oak Island, dear God, another show that's just like, hey, you're finding something and it's super interesting, but what is even down there that would be so interesting that you have to just dig up this entire island to try and get at it? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth that much money? I doubt it.
I mean, what I find so funny is that they would have spent way less money just in the first season digging a hole in that first season, because right now they have spent probably at least $1 billion on it now. Why can't I find this?
I'm like, seriously, it's not, to me, it's not worth it. I mean, congratulations to all the workers out there who are getting paid and are obviously, like, have a stable income, because once the money is found, or once the thing is found, that's it. That's all I've got. But man, I don't know. Oak Island is another one of those. It's just,
I found it. It's one that came out this year. It says Out There.
okay.
It's called Out There. Is the name of the show. Crimes of the Paranormal. So it says
Crimes
of the Paranormal takes you inside 8 true crime cases with shocking encounters with the paranormal world. Through eyewitness accounts, expert interviews, all new investigations, in each case amidst an agonizing search for answers, one rumor emerges from the pack: something inhuman is afoot. And it talks about lizard people, lights over Long Island.
Okay.
The
Lights
Salem.
over Long Island makes more sense. Lizard people. That you immediately lost me. The moment you said lizard men, I was like, I'm out. That's not it for me. That's not the sauce.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's also like other ones too here, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about lizard people. I don't even know what that is. So, but it's going to be a multi-season show, so obviously it's gonna, and it's already gotten
Sure.
renewed for another season, so obviously it's doing something right.
I mean, I guess people are always interested in those kinds of stories anyway. What was it with fucking Jonathan Franks? He had another one of those Ripley's Believe It or Not type shows that discuss the paranormal and interesting things that kind of happen. I can't remember the name of the show to save the life of me, but it was also like interesting. I liked some of the stories. It was good, but I don't know.
I know what you mean.
I
Yeah.
have a hard time with those shows. Those shows are so saccharine and almost maudlin in a way
Yeah.
that just doesn't hit me like it feels like it should, and it just
I know what you mean. It's kind of like, well, it just feels fake. And you know what's funny
Yes.
is, again, every single time they show any kind of proof that something happened, the only one, Most Haunted was the only one that I've ever found that actually showed something weird on camera that didn't make any sense, and it was clear. But all the other shows that I can think of, they always show off the paranormal stuff, and it's always incredibly blurry, low resolution, very dark lighting. It's like obviously either faked or dramatized, and
exactly.
I don't know what to
There
say.
was one episode. There was one episode I remember in particular from. Oh, was it Ghost Hunters or was it?
Ghost Hunters!
One,
oh my god!
One of these shows. They went on a boat, maybe the QE2.
I'm on a boat.
On a boat. No, they went on this cruise ship, maybe the QE2, and the one scene that I'm thinking of in particular is they had set up a camera in one of the cabins and was just filming a bed, and very distinctly the sheets started untucking themselves, and it was like, oh my goodness, this fucking thing is happening. What the hell? The sheets are untucking themselves. That's amazing. We now have proof of ghosts. Except somebody was going in, pausing the camera footage, and just stop motioned the fucking sheets to be unmade for the camera. And I was like, that's not, you're not.
What's even the point of faking that?
Exactly. What I found most interesting was it wasn't the ghost hunters themselves faking it. It was the hotel staff. They were the ones that were faking it. And I'm just sitting here like, why? Look, if you have actual ghosts in your hotel, in your boat, why do you need to fake it? What's going on? In fact, if anything, this just makes it worse for your hotel because you're sponsoring yourselves as, hey, look, stay at a haunted hotel where you could maybe experience ghosts, and you just ruined your entire reputation in front of everybody on the Discovery Channel, History Channel, whatever, on this show. Like, I'm never going to want to stay at your place for ghosts.
Yeah.
You've ruined it. You've ruined your reputation.
Yeah.
Certainly didn't help the ghost hunters either. Like they're sitting there like, wait a minute, is that stop motion? And then they like figured it out. And it's like, yeah, that somebody went in, paused the camera, and then came back out. And it's like, you can't keep track of your own shit. You can't keep track of your cameras to see if fucking somebody's messing with them. I don't know.
We should just watch Supernatural.
Right? Supernatural was at least good for at least a bit. and then Scooby Natural came out, and I thought that was fantastic. I love Scooby Natural.
Careful what you say about Supernatural. My partner loves Supernatural.
Hey, he can love Supernatural all he wants. I like it. I liked like the first couple seasons, and then I got super bored and didn't watch it again until Scooby Natural, which was actually a really great episode.
Okay, gotcha. Like Scoob.
Like Scoob. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. You want to transition over to cryptids?
Sure. Fuck it. Cryptids. What do you know about cryptids specifically? What kind of cryptids are we talking about here?
Well, I mean, it depends, because like obviously the most famous one's Bigfoot, I think.
Yeah, obviously.
Um,
I think so. He's definitely one of the more well-known cryptids out there. That I think everybody knows about to some certain extent. So it makes sense. And that's another one where there's like a ton of TV shows about like finding Bigfoot and like can we catch
and they
this
never
fucking
find
thing?
him. Every single time I've ever seen wasted my time on one of those shows, and it's only really been one episode, to be honest with you, because I skip ahead to the end. They never find him.
Never.
Yeah, I know that one. I know Cadborosaurus from a Nancy Drew game, funny enough.
Hey.
Yeah, Cadborosaurus is in one of the games.
Interesting.
Another weird cryptid is like you wouldn't think of this, but the Area 51 alien is a cryptid now.
I find that interesting.
Yeah, because that's it's a species that has never been seen by anyone really, except for like a handful of people, right, who reported it. And so now that's considered a cryptid because we don't know if it's real or not.
Right.
We should watch. I really should watch a documentary on Area 51 aliens, because like
it would be interesting, right? It'd be a good laugh. It'd be a good laugh.
Yeah.
Because like speaking of Area 51, remember that big ass fucking party that happened?
Yes.
I'm going to storm Area 51 as if they wouldn't just get shot instantly.
Yeah.
These fucking guys.
And the American military, the government was like, please don't go near there. We're going to kill you. Like,
yeah, exactly.
We are going. Actually, no, I don't think they said that. I think they said we're going to arrest you.
Exactly. And I'm just sitting here like, hey, I mean, I guess everybody needs a good party every once in a while. So why not have an Area 51 party? It makes sense to me. I just don't understand necessarily why why or even how that happened in particular. It baffles me. I don't know.
But
I don't know.
Do you
have a favorite cryptid?
Favorite? Not really, no. I mean, I don't even really know the full list here. Let me see.
I guess that's fair.
Well,
while you look that up, mine is Mothman.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Mothman is really good. Or fucking the Jersey Devil. Or Goatman. Goatman's another really good one. I like those. Those ones are weird. But Mothman is like, I don't know, something about Mothman is just, he's so mysterious, he's so kind of fucking out there, and the whole disaster thing that he's attached to is also kind of interesting and weird. I don't necessarily know how to describe it, except just, this is an interesting fucking guy. He's out there kind of living his Mothman life and somehow making it work for him. I don't know.
Mine's probably a Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like the idea. Pretty good. I just like the idea of some big hairy human just like going around and throwing shit around in the snow. Like, I just like the idea of that. It's kind of funny.
Hey.
Do you know what cryptid is most famous for Idaho?
I think Wendigos. If I'm not mistaken, or something. The problem with Idaho cryptids are we have to share many cryptids with other states because of how close we are together. But there's also like some sort of lake something. I distinctly remember a
The
lake
Serpent of the Deep.
being involved. Okay, that one I missed. Which one's that one?
No, it's the Charlie of Peyote Lake.
The what of where?
Charlie of Peyote Lake.
The Charlie of Peyote Lake. Okay.
It's a glacial jewel
That
nested in the mountains of central Idaho.
oh, central Idaho. Well, that would probably why I
Oh, okay.
southeastern Idaho is really kind of where I've been locked as far as Idaho
There's
goes.
also-
I've never
There's also
been much further.
There's also the Bear Lake Monster
Yeah, I know
from
that one.
1868.
I know the Bear Lake one.
There's a paddler of Lake Pend Oriel? Can't pronounce these
It's
names.
all French.
Oriel?
It's all French out
Oriel?
here.
Whatever. Looking at some of these.
You're good. Hey, you're telling me information that I
There's
didn't
the
even
Wampus
fucking know.
Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, northern Idaho.
Another one that I just probably wouldn't even know. Yeah, most of the cryptids that I know, or at least that I was looking for as far as Idaho goes, in my area is like something like the Wendigo, where we have to share that with Colorado and Utah and Montana. And it's a very interesting story. I like the look of a Wendigo and like its whole deal, but I just hate the fact that I have to share.
Yeah, Massachusetts has quite a few, actually.
Yeah. Bigger cities,
Yeah.
more history, makes sense.
Bigfoot has been seen in this state at some point out west. It has been.
Sure.
It has. Oh, let me see what town it says here. Oh, Bridgewater. Okay, Bridgewater's west. Yeah. And again, while the video is too blurry to be considered definitive proof, it has nonetheless fueled speculation. It's always that.
Where was, speaking back on Bigfoot, where was the video filmed? Do we remember where that was? I think it was like Washington or something. It might have been Oregon. I can't remember.
Northern California.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, the video of Bigfoot. You all know which video it is. How unfortunate that I think I can't remember if it was the guy behind the camera or the guy in the suit, but one of them came forward and was like, "Yeah, no, we faked this. This is fake."
Oh,
it's like, well, shit. Thanks. Because
Yeah.
like that video has fueled Bigfoot for so long that it's ridiculous to finally have one of them come out and be like, "Yeah, no, we did it for a laugh, did it for a fake."
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah, one of the most famous Massachusetts cryptids is called the Dover Demon, is the name of it.
Dover Demon.
Yeah, it was a small humanoid creature that was first seen in 1977 when it was sighted near the town of Dover.
Okay.
It was basically a strange... So, hold on. It described it as having a large watermelon-shaped head, glowing orange eyes, and a spindly limb.
The hell does that mean, spindly limb? And where?
Oh, spindly.
What limb?
Spindly limbs.
What limb is spindly?
I don't know. I think it's talking about it just looked like... It just looked very bony, I think is what it was really saying.
Oh, okay. Well...
he managed to get a sketch of the details. And then the following days, 2 more teenagers reported seeing the same creature across town. It caught the attention of zoologists. My God, this is funny to me. Let's see what else we got. There's the Bridgewater Triangle. I've heard of this. So it's a 200 square mile radius that has long been associated with seeing bizarre creatures At the heart of it lies Hockomock Swamp, a vast primordial wetland with the Wampanoag people called the place where spirits dwell. So it was a Native American spirit land, which makes sense. Everything from this, so it says here, the eerie, mist-shrouded landscape is said to have been a focal point for numerous supernatural activities, including Bigfoot, UFO sightings, and encounters with bizarre creatures that date back hundreds of years. Interesting.
Very fascinating.
Gloucester sea serpent occurred in 1817 when a group of fishermen reported seeing an enormous serpentine creature swimming in the waters off the coast of Cape Ann. Oh, wow. Okay, that's down the Cape. 100 feet long, horse-like head, series of humps along its back. Interesting. That's Massachusetts.
Well, there you go.
What are the most famous
Some of those
cryptids
are very
in the
interesting.
U.S.?
Yeah, let's fucking go. I mean, again, some of the ones that I mentioned: Mothman, the Jersey Devil, Wendigos, Bigfoot. I think it has to be Bigfoot. Bigfoot has to be like number one on that list. I would be incredibly surprised if there was another cryptid more powerful than Bigfoot as far as marketing.
Okay. Bigfoot's number one.
Yeah.
Shocking, right?
No surprise there. Absolutely no surprise.
So you weren't wrong. It says Bigfoot has been most sighted in Washington.
Yeah.
Then there's Chupacabra in Texas.
Chupacabra. Okay.
There's the Fresno Nightcrawler.
I've heard of that.
It is apparently
a
a haunted pair of pants.
Fucking no way.
Yes.
You're joking me.
Is
that what the fuck it is?
Fresno,
is a pair of pants?
Yeah. Hold on. The Fresno Nightcrawler is an extremely... Okay, I got it right here.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. I gotta show you the picture of it.
Send me the thing. Send me the fucking thing.
I gotta show you the picture of it. I gotta show you the picture of it.
Send it. I gotta see this. Put it in the fucking chat. You gotta see this.
Okay. This is the official photo of it.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, hit me. Let's go. Are you fucking serious? That's the goddamn fucking image of what? A walking pair of pants? That bullshit is so goddamn grainy. There's no fucking way that's the only official picture we have.
Here's another one I have.
Okay.
It's a little bit less blurry. But it's not actually a walking pair of pants. It's just it looks like two giant legs. That's really what it is.
Uh-huh.
That's the other one.
I don't know about that one. I mean, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit clearer, but that one definitely looks
So what we're looking at, for those of you listening, we're looking at basically a white figure on a I'm going to post this picture in the video. It's a white figure with like I have to describe it as two legs at the bottom, but it's basically almost like a triangle shaped white figure with
like somebody's wearing a sheet all over their body.
Except it's just two legs.
Yeah.
Or something
well,
like that.
I don't know. That second picture at like right at the top there, I think I see like the outline of like maybe a head.
Maybe.
Head something, and then it's just like an A-frame fucking baggy ass MC Hammer kind of pants.
Yep. Then we have Chessie from Maryland.
Interesting.
You know what that one?
Nope. Chessie, is it like the Loch Ness Monster but for Maryland? Nessie?
I don't know. Chessie cryptid. It's a sea monster. Yes.
Okay.
Yep, Chesapeake Bay.
Because you know, yep. The Chesapeake Monster. Got it. Chessie instead of Nessie.
Shocking. There are no official pictures of it. Um,
You don't say. I wonder why.
then we've got the Beast of Bladenboro
Okay.
in North Carolina.
Never heard of that
I've
one.
got to see this one.
I'm surprised we haven't hit Mothman yet. Like Mothman would have been my number 2.
Yeah, Mothman's number
As far
25.
that's so fascinating that he's 25 on the list. Mothman is iconic.
What's Loveland Frogman?
See? That's what I mean. Mothman got beat out by the Frogman? What the fuck?
This is why I have a problem with cryptids. That is what the
Mhm.
official photo is right there. The Frogman.
Yeah, all right.
Um,
You go fuck yourself, guy. I don't know what you think I'm supposed to get out of that, except for like maybe he took 2 flashlights
Oh.
and put them on a round fucking thing.
Dover Demon is on this list.
Yeah? Shit.
Let me see if I can find an official photo of it.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have an official photo. Oh, no, here it is. I found one. That's actually kind of creepy. That could be anything. That's it right there. That one's more clear.
It's definitely more clear, and there's definitely like more of a thing there. It's definitely not a pair of walking pants. That's
definitely something
definitely
strange.
something strange. Probably a guy in a mask, but like fucking what the hell?
Then there's Jackalope.
It's creepy.
I've heard of that one.
I do like jackalopes. Jackalopes are cute though. That's the thing. I'm fascinated on what the definition of cryptid is, but like jackalopes are fucking cute. It's just a rabbit with fucking deer antlers. That's all it is. And like sure, I guess that makes sense. It's weird. And definitely out there. Some guy probably just took a taxidermied rabbit and then glued some antlers on it. That's probably all that happened.
Let me see if there's an official picture of Mothman.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bat. God.
I don't think there's like an official Mothman picture. There's this statue that's in West Virginia.
It's also Fallout 76 is the main thing in that. There's Skunk Ape as well. Have you ever
Skunk
heard of
Ape
that
is
one?
it's just Stinky Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Oh, Snallygasters. I've heard of those. Ever heard of those?
No, I haven't.
Okay, that's definitely a New England thing. Snallygaster.
Okay. Snallygaster.
Yeah, it's basically the way I can describe it is that it's a mythical nocturnal creature from American folklore that is said to be part bird, part reptile.
That's a contradiction in terms. Birds are already reptiles in some fashion.
So Fallout did a enemy based on the Snallygaster. It's one of those giant, disgusting, like tongue-like creatures you see. It's not the centaurs. It's the other one from Fallout 4. Let me send you a picture of it.
Yeah, all right. Hit me.
You know these. You know these. You've seen this before.
All right.
That's the picture.
I mean,
right
I believe. Have I?
Yep, that's in Fallout.
In Fallout 4?
All over
Where?
Fallout 4. In all the woods. Let me see what else I've got here. Oh, the Jersey Devil is in here.
I don't recall ever seeing that in Fallout 4.
It's funny. The Jersey Devil is just a deer with bat wings.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Right. Exactly.
The Dark Watcher. Oh, the Wendigo. There's a Wendigo.
And Wendigos.
I
love the story behind Wendigos. You should look up some of the stories for some of these cryptids. The Wendigo story is fucked up, but I like it.
We were talking about this in the oceans episode. It's very possible that these are species of animals we just haven't discovered yet. I mean, it's very possible.
Yeah.
Never know.
It's entirely possible. I find it interesting that we haven't discovered them yet. That's really the thing.
There's so many species, though. Do you know how many species in the Amazon rainforest we haven't discovered yet?
Yes. You're not wrong. But
they're discovering
Bigfoot.
You will trip in the Amazon rainforest and discover a new species. That's how many we haven't found.
You're not wrong. I fully admit that's you're not wrong. What I find so interesting is like for the specific cryptids that we are actively looking for, we haven't found them yet. Bigfoot.
I don't know.
We haven't found him. We've been combing those forests. Like, people have been going out into these national parks with cameras and radar equipment and sonar and all of this like high tech
Max.
thermal heat whatevers, and we can't find him.
Max. If there's, like, think about this. I don't know if I believe it, but I'm just saying, think about this. If there's only 5 left, do you really think we'd be able to find them?
I mean, you're not
in that
wrong,
giant-ass forest?
Well, why are there only 5 left? And then all of the other sightings and stuff. Like,
they can be on the verge of extinction. I'm just throwing possibilities out there. I don't know if it's true or not, but any species on the verge of extinction would never be discovered.
I guess that's fair. You're not wrong. Needle in a haystack kind of situation. Like, I get that.
Exactly.
Again,
I'm not saying that I believe it. I'm just saying that it's a possibility.
I mean, you're not. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. No, I see the error in my statement, and I retract.
Now I really want to play Firewatch.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
I remember watching one of the YouTubers, I can't remember who, Jack, both play that. It was really good.
Probably Mark. Mark played that game. All right.
I agree.
Anything else you'd like to say on cryptids and paranormal and all that stuff?
I will say that cryptids and the paranormal is a lot like astrology. That,
not to me, it isn't.
There are
okay, maybe cryptids, but ghosts, no, definitely not.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I just I would love to experience something like this, just to have it, just to have that. I've never been somebody who's good at knowing that there's something out there that I just haven't seen yet. Like, oh, you're missing out because you haven't seen the thing yet. You haven't seen the weird little lizard thing that's fucking out in the woods somewhere. It's like that's fascinating to me, and I don't like secrets. And it really does feel like cryptids are just one giant secret that everyone knows about except me, and I hate that so much. You have no idea. Cryptids and ghosts and the afterlife and the paranormal and aliens is just one big secret that everyone knows about except me, and I just...
Put it this way, if with cryptids and aliens, I will not believe in them until I see them in front of my face with my own eyeballs.
I guess, yeah.
I do believe aliens exist, but I don't think they've been to Earth. I don't think we've seen one. I don't know if that's true or not, but again, like I have to see it with my own eyeballs in order for me to believe it. I've seen a ghost with my own eyeballs. That's the only reason I believe in them. I didn't believe in them until I saw one.
Sure.
And so it's just one of those things where you don't believe it until you see it, the kind of thing. So there you go.
Yeah. That's definitely where I'm at with ghosts and cryptids and stuff. Anyway, I gotta see one.
After this episode, go watch Paranormal Activity. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Go get some popcorn. Go get some popcorn. Put the lights out. Watch a spooky movie.
Or even Blair Witch. Blair Witch would be another good one.
Great game. Oh my god.
Yeah. I haven't played that one yet. I have it, but I haven't played it.
We should play that on the channel. Great game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so cool.
Perfect.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching this episode of cryptids, ghosts, and all the rest of the supernatural stuff. Check out our podcast. Check out our Patreon. We've got walkthroughs. We got a lot of stuff going on, and we'll see you all in the next episode of whatever the topic is. Peace, everyone.
Bye.